Hello and welcome back to Bally Spring. Right, as you can see, we are leaving off pretty much exactly where we were in the last episode, at the shop, about to purchase some new kit. So we will start, we'll check the sales, as you do, same as before, because we still are in the same day. The plan is to purchase the Amazon ZAT S3200, because it is brilliant for spreading fertilizer. And who knows, maybe we can even do some cheeky contracts as well with it, as it is fairly inexpensive, and it goes very far and fairly fast as well. So we will buy it outright, because we can do, and we still have the money we need to purchase Field 112, which I would really like to do. What I will also do is, while we're here, so I do need lime for certain. I need 8,000. That's what fits in the trailer, so we'll get that first. And then we'll go for some fertilizer, and I reckon we'll do 2 bags just to have enough. And because that, yeah, the fertilizer spreader holds 3,200, but that should be enough for it. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so we'll get all this sorted. I don't want to faff around here too much, but we will get the spreader on the front, get it filled up with fertilizer, and then we can head back to the farm. The plan for today, I don't think we'll have to spread any fertilizer on the canola field, because it's already a bit too high for that particular crop. So we'll fill everything up here, we'll head back to the farm. What do we need to do? Right, we do need to spread lime on the canola field and then roll it. So those are the 2 things that we have to get done in March, but beyond that, we will be buying the new field probably in the next month, because who knows, the current owners might put crop in between then and now, or now and then rather. Can't go in the past. Right, so we'll finish this and we'll see you back at the farm. Alright, so I reckon we'll just stick the spreader there, the fert spreader there, just out of the way for the time being. Do have our full trailer of lime. We'll get... Now, I don't necessarily think we need this every time. Perhaps we do still for lime, but I always, yeah, we do, don't we? It's weeding, I think, that we don't need it for herbicide and that. But nevertheless, we do have... Oh, we should probably go up here, actually. But yes, we do have it attached, so it's good. And it's always good to have a front weight on with something this heavy on the back as well. Right, so like I said, this... Oh, hello. Like I said, this gate might well be removed, and that wall as well, just in case we need to get in there a bit easier with the what do you call it, with the harvester, right? So we'll see in time, perhaps. Right, for now though, we will get that shut. As you can see, the pH is awful, absolutely horrendous, probably all the way as well, this one as well. Yeah, nitrogen is perfect in some spots though, which is brilliant. Even if it's over a bit. I think where it says good, it's like 180 over 160, so all way below, one of the 2. But overall, nitrogen's really good, so happy days. Right. Unfold. Turn it on. We'll get the disc lowered down here. There we go. Oh. What's going on? Put that down. Right, I think we're all set. So, let's fire up, and we're off. Absolutely brilliant. So as you can see, we are adding 0.75 pH to our current rating on the soil, which of course will bring it up from horrendous, or bad as it says, to perfect, which is what we're after, really. Alright, so we'll get... And it's a bit finicky, this field now, with the way that it's laid out, because we have taken out the hedge, and the tree remains. So when it comes time to, you know, drill in the next crop, I guess we'll have to remove that tree in time. But yeah, this really shouldn't take all that long. And same with the drilling itself. It really, for the size of the field, it really didn't take too much time at all. It is an 8-meter drill though, so it's alright. Ivory, get out of the way! Oh, I'm sorry, pup. Very, very resilient dog, let me tell you. Right. So, yeah, the cheeky heddle in here shouldn't even take that long, and then we'll probably do the same sort of thing that we did before, where we just go, yeah, up and down, rather side to side, because that's the longer way of the field. But we'll have to see now with our new addition that we have at the top there, so this should work out quite nicely. And yeah, I have decided that field, I believe it's 112 is the name of, the number of it. I suppose we could name our fields, couldn't we? But the field down below there, towards the lake, that way there, I will purchase in the next month, as I've said, because, yeah, might have a crop put in for us, which would be fantastic. Especially if it's soybeans, that would be absolutely brilliant, but a matter of time will tell, I suppose. Right, we'll crack on with a time-lapse. Right, well, it seems we have just had enough. But to be honest, we have more anyways. We do have the remaining amount, the 500 some liters that was in there previous. I've tucked it in here, so we do still have some calcium carbonate, aka lime, remaining. So I will have a look at that pH perfect, nitrogen perfect. The only thing is, and I'm almost certain that it's fine. But this, like, missed bits like this, I think they're still alright. Yeah, see, if it gets close enough to the space, then it's perfect still. That is amazing. Look at that. Right, let's have a cheeky peek at everything here. Where are we at? Here we are. Oh, wow, they've been busy, the new owners of the old farm. They're already putting a fresh crop in. But right, we're not focused on that. We are over here now, so let's have a look. Right, we need pH. Brilliant. It looks fabulous, and it's used quite a bit as well, but it's all perfect. Absolutely perfect. Probably going to... What I'll do is I'll put the rest of the lime in the spreader, because we'll need it when we do that field. Guaranteed it'll need pH. It would be kind of interesting if the owners of a field, previous to us of course, if you could have them lime and fertilize and all that. I know in base game you can have them do the fertilizing especially, but I'm not too certain of liming and all that, or with precision farming. So nevertheless, we will fill that up. Brilliant. I'll get this tucked away, and then I'll probably, given the fact that this is quite a hilly field, I will probably put the roller on the Lamborghini. Actually, no, we'll give the Lamborghini a bit of a break. We will put the roller on the Massey, and we'll get back into this field, get it all rolled. Alright, well, we're back in the field now, as you can see, and we'll lower down the roller here at least, get it started. Now, it might struggle, so we might have to go back and get the Lamborghini, but we shall see. Oh, blimey. Hang on a minute, are you having a laugh? Are you telling me that I can't roll? Can I not roll? Oh, good. Oh, what? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Should I have rolled and then put lime on? Have I just done myself absolutely dirty here? Well, I'll be very upset if that's the case. Oh, good. Oh, brilliant. I absolutely should have rolled first, though, because now it's going to be a bit difficult to see. Well, oh, I suppose it's a bit darker, isn't it? I was actually genuinely concerned there for a moment. Now, it does say that weeds are growing, meaning that we could use a weeder to get rid of them, and I should look into weeders more often, because we don't... I don't know. I feel like it would be a better option, maybe to get a helper on the weeder. But again, we have the sprayer, we have the herbicide. It's just an extra piece of kit that, for this setting, we don't really need. I am definitely thinking that I should have rolled first and then put the lime on. Yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult to see here, but what I will do is I probably won't ramble on too much, and I probably won't put this all into one long time lapse, just because it might be a fairly slow job with this tractor. We're doing alright, 14. I thought it was supposed to go a bit quicker than that. Let's just have a quick peek and see, because I'd like to check. I've checked this before, isn't it? 15, yeah. I think it's just the Massey. I think it's just it's a bit too underpowered for something like this. I will see how we get on going down the hill. There we go, 15. I will still do a headland, I suppose. It'll be easier for us to turn around too, so I might have to switch over to the Lamborghini, but we shall see. One quick thing before I pop off into a time lapse here is that what was that? Did that not get rolled? Cheeky bugger, that. Right. Just reverse here a bit. What I was going to say... Yeah, this is going to be very awkward to harvest, actually. So, oh my. What's happened? Well, that should be fine, though. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain, that, to... oh, it's just not even fully over top. Fully passing it by. Right, no matter. What I was going to say was that the stone wall between the two gates at the top there, I might remove the whole lot. It will, okay, this is not really working. What is going on? Right, I'm gonna swap the tractor around. Yeah. Not that it's the Massey's fault. There is something finicky going on, but just all this faffing, I'm gonna need more power. So I'm trying to look at the topography of this field. Is ridiculous. It's actually mental how hilly and bumpy and all that it is. But we will get it done nevertheless. Oh, hello. So yeah, I reckon I could get rid of... Can I do it to the gate? Can I get rid of the gate? Whoa. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, that's why. See, I think the gate might remain. Yeah, and that looks silly without the... Right. Possible I can delete this. Very possible I can. I can't do it with the Bally Spring edit, but I might be able to go in and delete it. For now, I'll just keep the wall as it was. That should be fine. But yes, we'll crack on with this. I'll get into the Lamborghini and we'll get the rolling done. Right, well, as you can see, well, maybe you can't see, I can't quite tell, I can't barely see it myself, but I think we've just finished the rolling. Now, I know there's bits that have been missed, but I'm curious to see how badly they have been missed, but we'll find out in just a second. So everything's growing swimmingly, but we go to rolling, and you know what, that's not bad. That is not bad. I don't even think I'll bother with that. I think that's plenty. That's absolutely fine. The field is just a bit too wobbly in bits, and overall that is absolutely spectacular. Right, we will get this tucked away. I'm going to try and be a bit more diligent with my washing of machinery, because especially after a job like that, I mean, look how filthy, right? Absolutely. This was black before, it's white now. Let's give it a nice little bath. There we go. Right, so as it stands, when we give this all a cleaning, Let's have a quick look actually at our crop calendar. So we do have some oat, we have canola in now, so we'll get straw from both of those, which is plenty of bales. I'll be honest, there's probably going to be loads of bales from that, but we have the trailer, we have the means, we have the capacity to load them, so that is fine. But I'm really hoping that if this farmer does not, if they do drill any crop in, hopefully it's soybean, but I suppose we will have to wait and see, because as it stands it is cultivated and ready to go, so if we can put our own crop in, it will definitely be soybeans. So I reckon that giving this a quick wash is the last thing we have to do in March. I might hop over and give the Massey a washing as well. But as it stands, I think that's the end of the month, to be honest. April is when we will be able to drill some soybeans in. And again, we might even be able to do some contracts. And I'll be honest, not having animals isn't terrible. I mean, obviously I do enjoy animal work, and I'm very excited to do some more on the next series, and probably every other series I do, to be honest. But the challenges of this farm, even as an arable only, have been very clear to me. What I mean by that is that, well, I mean, just look at this mess. Look at this, you know? Look at that, and look at these hills. Again, topography is just insane. I'd love to have a nice a map that would show the topography of a field. That would be very cool. But yeah, the challenges of these kinds of very hilly fields are something in and of itself, to be honest. So, as you can see, it does say we need to weed, but I will probably wait until we drill that crop as well, because it will probably also need to be weeded. So we'll probably get 1, 2, 3 possibly done all in once. Actually, I should have a look over there. Well, we'll check it out later on, but for now, that's March. I will double check everything, but other than that, we'll see you in April. Good morning and welcome to April. £58 property maintenance is very good. Much cheaper than we were paying at the old farm, that's for certain. Right, well, let's have a look here at our crops. Oh, hello. Looking brilliant, wow. But we do have some weeds in, and they are medium already. So you do have to do it on the first day with a weeder without using a hoe. But that should be fine. And then, that's kind of a drop there, right? What's the point of the hedge if there's just a drop? Anyways, shortcut into the field perhaps. Right, so it would seem that the owner here, Damien McKinley, has not put any crop in, so we are going to buy this field and put in our own crop. We should have a look. Oh, the oats are looking quite nice over there as well, but they might need a weeding. What I think we should do, yeah, I think the best plan of action here would be to purchase the See and Spot sprayer for our farm. We could benefit from it very well, because especially with precision farming, and I don't want to waste herbicide if we don't have to, but it's so patchy in that field, and I reckon this one will be the same. This one was already growing, so it's fine. There's no weeds, no nothing to worry about, and it looks brilliant. It's already starting to grow in very nicely. In fact, 3 out of 4 growth stage, so it will be ready in a couple of months. Brilliant. But I believe that's us set for April. We know exactly what we have to get done. Oh, the old farm, they put sugar beet in. Wow, bold. Right, we will purchase field 112. So there's a bit of extra here. Now, does that connect to 123? I think it does. Right, let's have a cheeky fly up, because I'd like to have a look and see exactly how our field looks. That looks brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And yes, we'll get the weeder in there. Our new sprayer when we do purchase it. But if we look down here, oh no, it's not. I thought it was connected, but it's just a bit of extra grass there. If we want to set up our own little fishing spot. There's a couple of lads there already doing some fishing, so that's nice. Yeah, best not get wise, cut through here. Have to start charging you for fishing off my dock. Well, we'll chat with Damien McKinley and see if those two blokes come with the field. Right, I reckon that we'll have enough to purchase. Hello, Ivory, how you doing? Let's just head over here. Right, very quickly, as realistic as possible. Now that we've arrived, remove. Right, where's the... It's in the back here. Right, so there is some in there. Let's see what it's worth. Let's see what it's worth. Not bad for you, Bob. Anything in the sale? Ooh, that's nice, but we already have one. We don't really need a second bale trailer. That is very nice, though. This is massive. Not a chance. Let's try put that on our class. That would not happen. Right, so about 22,000. Now let's have a look at sprayers. So I believe this is the only see and spray option. Because yeah, you can't add it on. Perhaps there's a mod for it somewhere, but as it stands, this is the only one that has the option. Oh, I forgot that how bloody expensive it is. Well, right, okay, so we'll get about 23,000. It runs at 12 kph. This one must do the same. Yeah, they all probably do. Yeah, it's alright. Ooh, that's so expensive. And yes, it'll save us in the long run, of course, but is it worth it? Is it worth it? I don't think it is. 24 meters, 28, so it's barely bigger. That's another £5,000 there as well. 96,000. So, nah, I don't think, I can't see it being worth it. What we'll do, right, here's what we'll do. We'll use this one in the fields, and we'll see just how far it goes when we're using it. We'll try and do our own version of see and spot spraying. How's that? We'll try and sort it without needing to purchase a brand new sprayer, because if we don't have to, I'd rather not. We do need to do it, but as you can see, it is patchy enough that we could probably get away with just doing it ourselves, kind of passing by ourselves. What I will do now, though, first thing, is purchase this brand new field for 129,960. Purchased. So we only have £48,000 left anyway, so it wouldn't. We'd have to lease it if we were to do it. So, and I don't really feel like faffing about with that. So, because we're at the point now where we have all the kit we need, I can't see us needing any sort of other purchases in the future. I mean, maybe a bigger combine, but even then, I mean, this one's massive for this track and that, but for the field, it's getting a bit small now. But we'll see. Once we do our first harvest in this new farm, we'll be able to see. But right, there is no soil information because we have to purchase it. Now, it is a shame because we will be paying for this information as well, which is irrelevant to us, but it's so inexpensive anyways. So, purchased. Right, so the pH is awful. Now, I reckon that's probably the first thing we're going to do, is put the lime on first. The reason I want to do that is so that we can get the lime on, because it is the pH value of the soil, not for the crop type. But then the nitrogen, that will play its part when we actually start to drill. So we'll do lime, then we'll do drill, then we'll do roll and then fertilize, or fertilize and roll. Probably roll and then fertilize, to be honest. But yeah, this is a nice field. This is very nice. It is unfortunate, though. It really is unfortunate that the... where is the information? That it is a lower potential yield than our other two fields, but... Oh, this one's also about the same. Right, it's not bad. At least it's not as bad as that. Yeah, that's not on at all. Right, well, there's our gate. So what we'll do is might as well empty the spreader, the lime spreader. Yeah, we'll empty it out, and then we can go to the shop, get some more lime, and we should be fine for seed, but I'll have a quick check of that. Really could do with clearing out some of these bushes. It's so narrow. It's way more narrow. It looks more narrow when you're walking it, actually, but like here as well, this bloody random bush, you know. This will be very tight getting grain in from here. Beautiful farm though. I do love the tight farms. I'm not complaining at all. Just to let you know, no complaints from me. 1800 litres, that should be perfect. Right, so first thing, we'll get our weight on since we are right here. There we are. And we'll reverse up to our spreader. There we go, so we only have 500 some litres, so we'll see how far that goes. It probably won't go very far at all. Right, I do need to sort out the best way to move around in this yard. Just a bit of reversing is all. There we go. Not a problem at all. So what I'll do first is I will quickly empty this, and because we did already a bunch of lime spreading here recently, because all of our fields so far have needed it. This particular session of lime spreading will probably not be time-lapse because, as I said just now, we've done loads of it. And, oh, there's a gate over there. And then we can at least focus on it getting the drilling done. So I will do this very quickly. I'll run to the shop, and then we'll do a bit of jump cuts here and there just to show that I am liming it, of course. And then we can get it drilled. So I'll do this quickly, run to the shop, and then we'll see you back here in a minute. Alright, so at the shop, here we are. We're going to get 8,000 litres, which is just enough to fill the trailer, and or the spreader rather, and I'm hoping that it is enough to finish the whole field. So we'll get it filled up, and we'll see you back in the field. Alright, well, as you can see, we got a little ways down with about 500 litres, so we'll see how far 8,000 takes us, hopefully, as I've said before, all the way. Right, we'll get that turned on, we'll get our spreader on, and we are spreading once again. So as I said before, I will avoid doing another lime spreading time-lapse. So I'll probably do a little jump cut, maybe a cheeky montage, we shall see. But I am excited to crack on to getting some soybeans drilled in. So that will be the next task. Right, well, we've really just got the one small section here left to do, and we are done the liming, so that is brilliant. There we go, and we've done it with about 3,000 litres left, which is brilliant. I wasn't expecting that at all, but maybe this space... Oh, you know what it was? It's the different type of soil is the difference. Right, so as you can see, pH is perfect. Oh, it's gone now. pH is perfect in most spots, keeps kind of going away. I'm sure once we get a crop in, it'll be it'll make more sense. But if we look, yeah, they're very similar size. But yeah, so having so this is brilliant. The loamy sand is, I think, what helped us to bring down the need to spend or spread so much lime. Having the silty clay really, and even the loam here as well, really does take quite a bit, or require quite a bit of extra lime. But as for the loamy sand here, the yellow, that is brilliant. Yeah, it needed much less. Right, well there we have that done. Now what we'll do is we'll head back up to the farm here. We'll get connected to our seed drill, get it switched over to soybeans, and finally get this field drilled. Alright, we've got our seed drill in tow. We'll go down the very narrow path down to the field. Should be quite interesting to see how we turn this corner, but it should be alright. Yeah, I'll end up getting our canola and soybean fields weeded at the same time, spray herbicide, sorry, at the same time. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. Very agile bit of kit we have here. Oh, this might be a bit more tight. Oh, there we go. And we're in. Nice. Absolutely fantastic, that. We'll probably go across the top first here and then come up this side, because that's a very steep incline on the far side. So we'll get that unfolded. Let's go all the way up to the corner here. That section in the very corner didn't get drilled, or didn't get limed, but no matter. Again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but we will turn our sensor on. We'll get it unfolded as well. And we're set for soybeans, so I guess we'll see what the variable seed rate is once we start. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's fantastic. 30 seeds per meter squared, sorry. Right, so it is seems to be clipping into the grass there a little bit, but that's fine. As long as we're getting... yeah, actually quite a bit. Right, no matter, as long as... because it is limed a bit, so that's fine as well. So we can take a bit of that grass with us, no problem. Right, so, oh, now it's up to 40 seeds. Right, it will change as we go through the various soil types, so I am very curious to see what it will switch to when we get to the bottom here, where it was in yellow, which is the loamy sand? Oh no, I can't remember what it was now. But it should change in just a second. Perhaps not. Perhaps not. Right, there we go. Get a nice little headland going here. I don't mind cutting across a little bit here. I have had words with these gentlemen on the pier. They just sit and fish all day. So I have spoken with them, and I said they can continue to do so as long as they catch me some fish for dinner. So absolutely brilliant. That is a nice deal, if I do say so myself. Yeah, we're definitely creating our own field here, aren't we? But why not? Why not? We have the grass. We're not going to cut that grass or anything, so... Right, this is quite steep as well. Should be alright. Wow, look at that. Very slow. Right, well, this really won't take very long, and I will most likely go side to side again. It just makes the most sense. There, we're back up to 30 seeds, sorry, per meter squared, so that's a very good variable seed rate. Enjoy seeing that. We won't see it very much in this field, but better than not at all. Right, we'll get right up to this corner again, and fantastic. So we'll get lined up, we'll go side to side. I always want to say up and down. I mean, depending on what angle you're at, I suppose it is up and down, but it is really more of a side to side thing, isn't it? So we'll get lined up nice here, and well, we can get the rest of our soybean in the ground. Right, so just before we carry on with this, I do actually want to head up to the Massey and connect it to the roller. The reason I want to do this is because I want to get a bit of a head start on the rolling. So what I'll do is I'll get this set on a helper. I might, depending on the width. I can never remember what the width of this roller is. 8 meters, so it's the same as the drill. So I won't do a headland first, because it might conflict with the drilling, but I will set it off on a helper just along the top there. So I'll get that all set up, and then we'll crack on with the drilling time-lapse. we should be able to get this very last bit in one go. We shall see here in a moment. Ooh, nearly. Just one little piece, we'll get that in a moment. But the helper, although they do seem to be struggling a bit, because it is a bit of a struggle. The Massey is just a bit underpowered for the roller and the fact that it has to go up and down hills and all that, but I would say they're doing alright. I would have to admit that they are seemingly doing alright. But we're all done. We've got the drilling completed, we've got soybeans in the ground. We will have a look at our map here and see our beautiful colours. Look at that, we've got 111, 112, 117 and 18, which will become one field eventually. There's a tree right thereabouts. So once that's gone, we can combine them officially. But that is, I would say that's a very promising start to our arable farm. I'm very excited about that. Now, as for rolling, yeah, I reckon that I would have to clean up a bit of the outskirts, the headland. Had I done the headland first, it probably would have had no problems at all. But as it stands, well, that's where we are. So we will let the helper carry on with that, and in the meantime, we can move on. Alright, well, the helper is seemingly done, so what we'll do is we'll just set this up in the corner, because we will be using I reckon the Lamborghini is probably the best option for pretty much every job we have, to be honest, but I will head down to the Massey and clean up little bits like this. I think they did alright though, to be honest. I mean, little bits there and that, a little bit over there. So what I'll do is quickly off camera, they've done loads, so I will quickly do a headland row, get everything sorted, and then the job with the fert spreading will take a matter of seconds. 42 meters, it should be done very quickly. So yes, we'll just finish up the rolling here off camera, because we already did some previously, and then we can get it fertilized. Alright, we're back in the Lamborghini. I've set the helper off once again, probably going to stop very soon, but at least it gives me a half a second to get started. So we'll unfold everything we need, because as you can see, look at that, it's at 0. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Here, we can get that closed. Why is the... Right, hello. Why is that opened? Ah, there we go. Right, and we will start. Oh my, 42 meters, I've underestimated it, and the helper's done. So, we'll, what's going on there? Alright. I don't know what happened there, but we are clearing essentially the whole field in a matter of seconds, which is absolutely brilliant. So we'll probably go round one more time, just round, and then we'll get the helper. Well, no, we'll do it ourselves. I'm almost certain I can roll and fertilize all at one time. Don't have to worry about covering it or something. Are we wasting fertilizer here? Should be alright. 42 meters, it's very impressive. What's happened? What's going on? Right, why is it stopped? Oh, it's perfect. That's very, very strange. Is it all perfect then? I thought it was rubbish. Right, so the various soil types provide a different level of nitrogen. Oh, it's perfect. Right, well there we go, we saved ourselves a heck of a job, I suppose. It literally took seconds to do. Well, what we'll do then is we'll just shut that down, I suppose, and very quickly touch up the rest of the rolling. Yeah, I will just complete this. Look how little is left. A very little amount. So I will very quickly, now that we're done all the fertilizing, I'll get this done off camera, and then we can move on from there. Right, so we have this very small section remaining, and we should be all done with the rolling. Now I know that the Massey has done a very good job, albeit it was quite slow, but having the helper help with that was very, very nice to have. Right, there we have it. So we'll fold that up, we'll just double check everything on this map as well. It is absolutely fine. So as you can see, 117, 118 is weed filled. Well, fairly filled. You can see all my tyre tracks through. But this field will also probably, in May, have weed in. So what we'll do is we will do both fields at once, because if we do, here, I'll just shut this engine down as well. We'll hop over here very quickly just to check our canola field. But it should be absolutely fine to drive in the next month as well, which would be to say May. As I said, we will get this all cleared out also, and yeah, eventually have one nice big field in time. Right, well that does do us for this episode. Very successful bit of episode today, I reckon. We got drilling done, rolling done, fert, lime, we got the works done. Absolutely brilliant. As always, I really appreciate you watching, and if you did enjoy the video, a cheeky thumbs up really does help the channel. And until the next one, please do take care, and bye for now.